Yes, my dear students, now let's start with the next exercise, exercise 2.5. See, 2.5 is basically full of identities. I hope you all are aware of identities which you had a few in in standard 8. Identities are basically expansion formulas. You basically will start with the first identity that will be known to you. See, it is something of this sort: a plus x into a minus y. Okay, you can consider like this: a plus x into a minus y. Fine. If you have to find this, see what is the speciality of this identity. Means basically try to understand the question first. What is the question? See, definitely there is a first term over here. There are two terms in one bracket, binomial here and a binomial here. Fine. First of all, there are supposed to be two terms in the bracket. Two brackets have two terms, and the two brackets are multiplying with itself, with each other. If the two brackets are multiplying with each other, now look at this condition. Again, if you consider the first term, what is the first term? First term is a. In second bracket, first term is a. Second term is different. It is second term is x over here, second term is y over here. Okay, fine. So this is a type of question where two brackets are multiplying. See, my dear student, this is a type of multiplication where two brackets are multiplying and the first term of both the brackets are same, not the second term. Are you getting? First term of the brackets are same. Then this identity is applicable, which I am going to teach you now. In this case, what happens? Instead of, see, basically what will happen, you are going to multiply the brackets. First, I will give you the identity. What is the identity is that square of the first term. Whatever is the first term, find the square of the first term plus first term, again only first term, bracket open. Second term you have to write with their signs: plus x, minus y, bracket close. Fine. And then here it will be again plus, and you will multiply the second terms with their signs: x into minus y. Are you getting this? So if I open the bracket, I am not opening the bracket over here now. What I will get is a into x minus y. If I open this bracket, plus minus xy will be the answer. Are you getting? So basically, this is the identity, not this. I'll give one more example. Like supposing if I have got x plus 5 multiplying with x minus plus 7. See, again there are two brackets multiplying, binomial here, binomial here. First term is same, second terms are different. Then identity 1 will come into picture. I hope they have given identity. Number of identity actually you don't have to write. You can directly write the identity, but still this is identity 4. If they ask you the identity, then this is identity 4. Okay. What is the identity 4 telling is that by the identity 4, you can write like this: by identity 4. What is the identity? It is telling that x plus A into x plus b will be equal to x square plus, I'll write the first term again, bracket open. This you will write with their signs, a plus b, plus this you will multiply with their signs. This is the identity. Okay, you will be writing this by identity 4. What is the identity? This is the identity. And what you will be getting over, if I apply this identity over here, what are they telling? First I have to take the square of the first term. First I have to take the square of the first term, right? Square of the first term is x square plus first term you have to write over here, first term, bracket open. Now a plus b, this you have to write with your signs, but this is plus 5 plus 7, so you will write 5 plus 7. A plus b, a is the second term, b is the second term, okay? For second term, add the second terms in the bracket, plus multiply both the second terms, a into b. So multiply both the second terms, 5 into 7. So if you solve this, what will you get? 7 plus 5, 12x. 7 5 are 35. This is your answer. This is your answer. You have expanded it. Okay, my dear student, this is the way you will be solving this. And if you go further, see, now actually I am trying to show the verification of this for you all people. Verification of this. I am just explaining you how this works. See, you know the multiplication of the bracket. This you are not supposed to do if and unless and until it is asked. X plus 7. See, you know the multiplication of the bracket. When you multiply the bracket, how it is multiplied? The first term multiplies with the bracket. The second term multiplies with the bracket. So, x will multiply with the second bracket, x plus 7, plus 5 will multiply with the second bracket, x plus 7. Okay. Now, if I multiply this, I will get x into x, x square, plus plus plus, x into 7, 7x, plus 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 5 into x, 5x, plus 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 5 7s are 35. Now, if you add these two, you will get x square plus 12x plus 35. Same thing you are getting. Basically, if you will see whatever they are doing, even if you take the identity itself, x plus a into x plus b, x plus a into x plus b, this is the identity. How are they getting it? See, you multiply this same way. The bracket, first term will multiply with the bracket, second term will multiply with the bracket. Now, if I multiply this, it will become x into x, x square, plus x into b, bx, plus ax, plus ab. Now, coming over here, you will see there is a common factor over here. X is the common factor. So, what do I get if I take out common factor x? B plus a, I can write a plus b. See, it is the same identity over here. So, basically, this is the identity that you have to understand, that when you have got two different brackets multiplying with each other, if the first term is equal and second terms are different, see, both the things are there, first term is equal and second terms are different, then this identity 4 will come into your application. X plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. But don't consider x square plus x plus a plus b. I don't like to do it that way. I normally prefer to tell you first term square plus first term, bracket open, first term plus second term, plus second term into second term. This is the way you have to understand this. See what I am telling. First term square, square of the first term, because x is the first term, square of the first term plus first term into second term plus second term plus second term into second term. Sum of the second terms product of the second terms. This is the way you have to understand it. Why I am telling you now? See, sometimes what happens, you have got sometimes the figures like this. Supposing it is x, y plus 3 into x, y minus 4. Supposing if it is like this. Now also it is the same. See, the two brackets are multiplying. First term, see this xy is the first term, is equal. Second terms are different. So you will use by identity 4. What is identity 4? That x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. This is the identity. You have to learn lots, my dear student. We have to learn lots. What do we get? If I apply this over here, what am I telling you is the square of the first term. The first term is what? xy. So you will take the square of the full first term like this, and bracket is needed, my dear students. Bracket is needed. Okay? xy square of the first term plus first term is xy, bracket open, sum of the second terms, sum 3, and now you have to consider the sign, plus 3 minus 4, 3 minus 4, plus product of the second terms, means multiplication of the second terms, 3 into minus 4. So this will become, now this you have to open the bracket, that's why it will become x square y square plus 3 minus 4 minus 1 xy you will get. Here you will multiply plus minus 3 4s are 12. So if this also I will open the bracket, I will get x square y square minus xy minus 12. This will be the answer. See, this you are able to do because you have considered xy. Xy is the first term. Whatever is the first term, it can be something else. Even if I go to make it more complex, I can write it as y square plus, I will make it more complex, y square minus 5 into y square minus 8. Even now the first term is equal, same first term y square. Second terms are different. Again identity 4 will come into picture. According to identity 4, square of first term, I always consider like this, square of first term plus first term into sum of the second terms, and remember second terms with their signs, plus product of the second terms. This is the way you should always consider it. So here, square of the first term. What is the first term? Y square, cos square. It should be written in this form. Then plus first term is y square into minus 5 minus 8, minus 5 minus 8, plus multiplication of the second terms with their signs, minus 5 minus 8. Okay? Now I open the bracket, this square will multiply with this square, it will become y raised to the power of 4 plus y square. This will become minus 13. This will become minus plus 8 5s are 40. Now if I open this bracket, I will get y raised to the power of 4 minus 13y square, because this plus minus. These are multiplying, na? Y square is multiplying with this 13. The square sign of y square is plus minus plus 40. This will be your answer. Okay, my dear students. So this is one identity that you have to understand, and then you have got the one more identity I'd like to explain you with this, so that we will be able to solve question number 1. What does the other identity demand? See, the other identity here in this identity, what we have got is that x plus a into x plus minus b. Here what the combination of signs can be anything. This is the fourth identity. Remember, I am starting as the series, as the question is going, as the questions in the exercises are going, and that way I am starting. Then we have got identity. Third. See, what is the third identity saying? The third identity is saying that if supposing, I can go in reverse way, a plus b, a minus b. What does this say? Two brackets are multiplying, both having binomials. First terms of both the brackets are same, and also the second terms of both the brackets are same. But the signs are opposite. If this is plus, this is minus. If this is minus, this will be plus. Are you getting? And these brackets are multiplying with each other. Are you getting, my dear students? Both the terms, first term is equal to first term, second term is equal to second term, and the signs in between them are opposite. They are not the same. Then it is always equal to square of first term minus, always minus, square of second term. This is the answer. Expansion done. Okay. And the beauty of this is what? In question, if you have a plus b into a minus b, you are free to write a square minus b square. And you can go reverse. If in the question it is a square minus b square, always minus, then we can freely write a plus b into a minus b. This identity is the one which is reversible. It can go in both the fashions. You can go written like this. From here you can write this, from here you can write this. Okay. So if I go to apply this identity, how will it look like? Supposing if I have got x plus 7 into x minus 7. Same thing, x same, 7 same, signs are opposite. Then by identity 3. What is the identity? A plus b into a minus b is equal to square of first term minus square of second term. Remember, my dear students, it is always a square minus b square. For a square plus b square, there is no identity. No identity is available for a square plus b square. When question comes like this, a square plus b square, it is a square plus b square. You can't solve it further. You just have to leave it where it is. Okay. And remember, there is big difference between a plus b the whole square and a square plus b square. These are two entirely different expansions. You are not supposed to say them, they both are equal. When you mean a square minus b square, so it is a square minus b square. It has got its own identity, and you take a minus b the whole square. This is entirely different. They are not at all same. Treat them totally different. Try to understand. When square is on the head of both the terms, a square minus b square, it is a different identity. A minus b the whole square is a different identity. Okay. So here I written, so using this identity, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. What do I get? See here, but that means first term equal, second term equal. The signs in between are opposite. So what do I write? What do I write? Square of first term minus square of second term. That is equal to x square minus 49. This will be the answer. Now you will come to know, my dear students, slightly, not very much, slightly the purpose of the identity. See, if supposing this would have been there, x plus 7 into x minus 7. If I would have gone to multiply this bracket, so what would I do? First term will multiply with the second bracket plus 7 into second bracket. So x into x, x square minus 7x plus 7x plus minus minus 7 7s are 49. Are you getting? I'm multiplying them like this. Fine. Now if you will see, minus 7x plus 7x is getting cancelled, and then you get x square minus 49. This is what you have got. But instead of doing all this, you can straight do it like this. Square of the first term minus square of the second term. That is all. You don't have to actually multiply, but you can get the answer in the same fashion. Okay, and you have to beware of this. See, it is always the, supposing if I have got x plus 9 into x minus 9. So by identity 3, a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. We get what? Square of the first term minus, always minus, square of the second term. That is equal to x square minus 81. This is your answer. Okay, my dear students. So with this, we can start the exercise 2.5. First question. It is the same identity, either of the two is going used over here. See here. What is it telling? Use suitable identities to find the following products. Fine. Use suitable identities to find the following products. Okay. So what are the following products? The first one is x plus 4 into x plus 10. Okay. So now you can see which identity will come into the picture. Identity 4, because you can see that first term and first terms are same, second terms are different. So by using identity 4, it tells x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus x into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. We get, what do we get? First I will do square of the first term. Square of the first term plus first term into sum of the second terms. Okay, first term is x into sum of the second terms 4 plus 10 plus product of the second terms. Second terms product. But remember, actually we have to consider signs over here. But right now all is plus, so it's okay. You don't have to consider sign. But if supposing minus would have been there, then you would have been considering minus over there. Now what do I get is equal to 4 plus 10, 14 into x, 14x plus 4 tens are 40. This is your answer. Therefore, x plus 4 into x plus 10 is equal to x square plus 14x plus 40. Okay. Now similarly, now you can go for the second question. Is a x plus 8 into x minus 10. Now to check again, first term same, second terms are different. By using identity 4, which says x plus a into x plus b, square of the first term plus first term into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. This is the identity. This you are going to use, and this is how you have to learn the identity. We get square of the first term plus first term, bracket open, sum of the second terms, 8 minus 10. See, plus 8 minus 10 plus product of the second terms, 8 into minus 10. See, I am telling sum of the terms and then I am doing subtraction. Basically, this is meanings. This basically is, see, the second terms are what? Plus 8 and second term is minus 10. So these are the second terms, plus 8 and minus 10. If I say sum of these two numbers, sum means what? Addition of these two numbers. Sum of 8 and minus 10 if I say. So sum means addition. Addition of 8 and addition of minus 10. When I open this bracket, what do I get? 8 minus 10. Okay, this is how you have to understand. Plus means not necessary you are going to subtract and only subtract. No. If it is the sum of a positive number and a negative number, then eventually you will be subtracting them, because plus minus will become minus. But while telling, I will have to address it in this way only, that it is a sum of the numbers. Sum of a positive number and a positive number will definitely be a addition. But sum of a positive number and a negative number may come out to be subtraction. Okay, so like this it is there. So that's why the next I go along x square. 8 minus 10 will be minus 10. Remember, my dear students, you have to be strong with your basics. Plus minus minus, that's why you subtract. But subtraction, 10 minus 8 will be 2, sign of the greater number minus 2. The minus 2 you will be getting minus 2. So that will be plus minus minus 2x. Plus minus minus 8 tens are 80. This will be your answer. Okay. Now, going to the third one. Third question is 3x plus 4, 3x minus 5. Dear students, kindly give in your, pause the video, try on your own, and when you finish then resume. Okay. By using identity 4, simply because first term and first term are equal and second terms are different. According to that, x plus a into x plus b is always equal to x square, square of the first term, plus first term into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. This is what you are going to do. So when I apply this here, we get what? Square of the first term. Whole bracket, whole square is required. Plus first term, again sum of the second terms, plus 4 minus 5, plus product of the second terms, 4 into minus 5. Okay, now if I go to solve this, this square is applicable to both. 3 square will become 9x square. The answer of this will be, now I have to first solve the bracket, the answer of this will be 4 minus 5 will be minus 1. Remember, sign of the greater number. I come over here, say 4 minus 5. Plus minus minus, so we will subtract. Subtraction, 5 minus 4 is 1. Sign of the greater number is minus. So minus 1 is the answer. Okay. So minus 1 is the answer of this. Minus 1. So minus plus will become minus. 1 into 3x will be 3x. Plus minus minus 4 5s are 20. This will be your expansion done. So then you will tell over here 3x plus 4 into 3x minus 5 is equal to 9x square minus 3x minus 20. Fine. This will be how we will be going further. Now going to question number 4. Question number 4, my dear students, you can now comes the different second identity, the third identity. See, what are they telling over here? Y square plus 3 by 2 into y square minus 3 by 2. Now if you will see, first terms are same, first term, y square, second terms also are same, and the signs are opposite. See, all the three are supposed to be satisfied. First term same, one condition, second term same, second condition, signs are opposite. Then by identity 3, which says a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. First term plus second term, first term minus second term is equal to square of first term minus square of second term. So here we get what? Square of first term. What is the first term? Y square is the first term, and square of this, it will be like this, minus square of second term. What is the second term? 3 upon 2. Square of this. Now when I open the bracket, this square will multiply with each other. It becomes y raised to the power of 4 minus 3 square 9 upon 2 square 4. This will be the answer of that. Therefore, y square plus 3 by 2 into y square minus 3 by 2 is equal to y raised to the power of 4 minus 9 by 4. Okay, now going to the next one, fifth question. 3 minus 2x, 3 plus 2x. See, again, first terms are same, equal 3, 3, and second terms are same, 2x, 2x. Signs are opposite. So, again by using by identity 3. What is the identity? A plus b. Fine. So, I will get square of first term 3 square minus square of second term 2x the whole square. This will become 9 minus 4x square. This will be our answer. So, with this we finish question number 1, and we will go to question number 2, because they both are basically, this question number 2 is nothing but what is the purpose of these identities? What is the purpose of these identities? The purpose is this, that you will be able to use the identity when you are going to evaluate the following products without multiplying directly. Okay. Fine. So without multiplying means we are not supposed to multiply 103 into 107 like this. 103 into 107. I am not supposed to multiply like this, and then I have to get the answer. See, if I give it a form, which form can I go it for? See, basically, see, the nearest whole number over here is 100. 103 I can write as 100 plus 3 into, because multiplication is 107, I can write as 100 plus 7. Okay, my dear students. So this I can give it a form of identity 4. That's what you have to understand. So here I can write this as, this I am writing as 100 plus 3, and this I am writing as, this multiplication continued, 100 plus 7. So now you can see it has come into identity 4, because 100, 100. The first terms are same, second terms are different. So by identity 4, where x plus a into x plus b is equal to square of first term plus first term into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. So what you get over here? Here if I do square of the first term is 100 square plus first term into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. You get over here 100 square will be 10,000 plus 3 plus 7 10, 10 into 100 again 1000 plus 3 7 is 21. And now this all you have to add. This will become 10,000 plus 1000 plus 21. 2 1 0 1 1. Fine. 1 0 1 1 1 0 2 1. This the answer will be 1 1 0 2 1. Okay. So you can tell 103 into 107 is equal to 1 1 0 2 1. Okay. Now going to the next question. 95 into 96. Now you can shift it to what? 95 into 96. Definitely, see, you can shift it into 100 also. 100, 95 it is into 96. 95 will become 100 minus 5 and this will become 100 minus 4. Okay, but if supposing in some way you are not very happy with subtraction signs, so you can still, it is up to you, you are comfortable with what? See, 95 can be written as 90 plus 5 into 96 can be written as 90 plus 6. This also is okay. Okay, so this I can write as 90 plus 5 into 90 plus 6. So using identity or by identity. 4, which says x plus a into x plus b is equal to x square plus x into a plus b plus ab. We get what? Square of the first term plus first term into sum of the second terms plus product of the second terms. So this will become 90 into 90. 9 nines are 81 and then 2 zeros. Fine, because 90 into 90. 9 nines are 81 and then these 2 zeros plus 90 into 5 plus 6 11 plus 5 6 are 30. Now 8100 plus 990 plus 30. This you have to add up. 8100 plus 990 plus 30. This will give me 0, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 9, 1, 2, 0. Okay, this answer will be. So what do I get over here? That 95 into 96 is equal to 9120. This will be the answer. Fine. Similarly, I have got the third one. Third one, I think you should give it a try. 104 into 96. 104 into 96. See, this is closer to 100 in both the ways. Here, if I write it in the form of 100, 100 plus 4 into, this will be 100 minus 4. Fine. Are you getting? 104 has become 100 plus 4, 96 has become 100 minus 4. So this, if you will say both the first terms are same and both the second terms are same, signs are opposite, to use by identity. What is the identity? 3. That is a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. We get what? Square of the first term minus square of the second term. That will become 4 minus 16. 10,000 minus 16. This you have to do neatly now. Minus 16. So now you have to understand this. This will be cut. This both will go. Borrow from here. 9, 9, 9. 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 1, 8, 9, 9. Okay. So 9984. The answer will be 9984. Therefore, 104 into 96 is equal to 9984. Okay, my dear students. So this way, we have finished question number 1. Question number 2. So this you all have to solve now, my dear students, and then we can proceed to the next exercise. Okay, my dear students, see you all soon. Stay home, stay safe, and most important, stay happy. See you all. Love you all.